Hello and welcome. I'm going to show you how to solve this speed challenge from the Excel Collegiate Challenge. This was originally part of the regional competitions in 2025, and now it's part of the Case Explorer series for 2026. First thing you need to know is this file needs macros, so if you get the macros are disabled pop-up instructions here. If you get this file is from the internet and it might kill you pop-up instructions on what to do about that here, but you will need that for it to run because it times you and it gives you pop-ups and all kinds of things. So I haven't played this challenge before. I thought I'd do it live on screen, but I have played the various speed challenges that came before, and I've just done the junior varsity version of this one as well. So controls here that are relevant. You can have instructions on or off. Obviously, you'll definitely need them on your first go through because they tell you what to do. But if you kind of feel like you've learned them and you want to go faster, then you can turn them off later. You can turn on or off PC keyboard hints or Mac keyboard hints. In other words, it'll help you with keyboard shortcuts that might help you with navigation. Based on the junior varsity one, the biggest keyboard shortcut thing was just control and arrow keys to jump around, but we'll see this one might be different. And then answer checks, again, you can turn it off if you want to go really fast, but at the start at least that will tell you if you're getting it right. Anything else? No, I think that's it. Let's give it a go. So I'm going to start with instructions on and answer checks on, and then maybe if I'm feeling bold, I'll try a different version later. Okay, time will start when you hit enter to dismiss the message box. Your first task is to sum up the values in the rows and columns in here. Enter the row and column sums in the dark green cells, then navigate to the dark green cell in Q49. Okay, so this is a pretty standard piece of trickery, which is if you press Alt equals under these circumstances, it fills everything in. So then we just navigate here, go to the maze tab, follow the arrows. Each time you go off the path, you get penalized 1 second. So yeah, this is where the control and arrow keys to jump to the last thing will make it, oh dear, the rendering is going funny. There we go. So yeah, if you just navigate off the tab and back on again, if you get those weird ghost things, that should make it behave. Anyway, so now we're on to the last tab. So here, sum the values. Okay, I can handle summing. And one tip, when you commit your formula, if you press Control Enter, it keeps you in the same cell. Here it's fine because if you go down, you're still on the path, but in other places you won't be. So here, replace the zeros with 2s, then sum the rectangle below. Okay. And sorry, I just realized I don't think I mentioned on this one because I just recorded the junior varsity version, but my key strokes are all appearing over here. So if you're ever wondering how I did something, that's where you can find it. Sum the values of the leftmost and rightmost columns. So do that, comma this. Oops, closing bracket would help. There we go. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, this looks like it's the same as the JV one. So get a bit of a head start there, but never mind. So we're going to add 1 to that one and then divide by that, and then we're going to sum. Correct. Okay. Take the cells in AS. Yeah, okay, this I think is the same as, go to AR72 and sum. Yes, okay. So we're going to copy this. I'm going to hit Control G to AR72, value paste, then we'll come back down here and we'll sum that. Okay, and we move on, and we move on. Okay, fill in the cells with the integers from 1 to 30 in this arrangement. Okay, looks like a job for sequence. I realize I dismissed it before it actually finished talking, but I think, wait, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, okay, we're 6 by 5 then, I think. And then I think the instruction was to sum it, but I realized that I was a little jumpy about that. Okay. Okay, then here, I learned on the JV one that you can sneak across here. Okay, count the number of blank cells. Okay, so lots of ways you can do that, but count blank will do just fine. Okay, then we're going out the bottom. Fill in the blank cells with the number 3. Okay. Oh, sorry, the blank cells, got it. So we're going to use go to special again. Alt S, K for blanks, 3, and then sum them. Okay, and then we're back up through here and to here. Sum the odd values. Okay, so this is a little bit tricky. because the first temptation would be to say sum of this times is odd this, and that is odd will return true or false. So if it returns false, you multiply by false, it gets treated as 0, it gets zeroed out. So you would think this would work, but it won't, because is odd doesn't like to take a range of cells. But if you put a plus in front of it, it'll treat it as an array, and then it behaves. Or you could do other things like if mod or whatever. But anyway, okay. Okay, 230 seconds. I didn't think I went off the path. All right. Okay. So I'm going to give it another go, and then I'm going to see if I can do it without the instructions. Just because, you know, got to challenge yourself. Okay. So main aim this time is to learn the instructions. So this one, I think I'll remember it just because of the shape of it. And then we go to this tab and we just navigate. That's fine. Okay, then we go to this tab and we start with summing. And then replace the zeros with 2s. Okay, that I'm going to find a little confusing, but fine. 0 to 2. And then the other one is blanks to 3s, I think. Okay. Okay, this one I remember because, like I said, it was the same in the JV one. So you add 1, then you divide that one by that one, and then you sum the whole thing. Ah, no, I went off the path. Stupid. Although I think the penalty for going off the path is a lot less than it used to be, because I remember it being like a 10-second penalty, but I think it's now, or maybe that was just because it was the JV one. I don't know. But I saw a 1-second penalty when I was playing it before, so we'll see what happens to me here, I guess. Off the path again. Terrible. So sloppy. Okay, so this is sequence 6-5, and sum of that. Okay. And then we count blank. Scroll over so we're not behind all those keyboard shortcuts. Okay. And then here, blank to 3. Okay. So the zeros become 2s and the blanks become 3s. I'm definitely going to struggle most to remember that, but never mind. Okay, and then the odd values, right? So sum of this. Actually, maybe you could just do times mod of this by 2. Yeah, that would also work. 129. Off the path 3 times. I only noticed 2. Anyway, okay, fine. All right, so going to give it one go without the instructions or answer feedback and see if we can beat 2 minutes. All right. Speed. Not alt minus alt equals. Oh, shit. Okay, well, controlled too far. I'm going to just scrap that attempt and go again. Okay. Okay. Then it's sum this one. Then it's the zeros become 2s. And then sum. Then I think it's the first and last column. Then we do a little navigating, and then it's add 1 to this. Then it's this divided by that. Then it's sum of all of that. And then we're going to copy this. Go to AR72, paste. I just remembered you can Control G to come back. Oops. Then we're going to sum that. Okay, then we're going to put in the sequence 6-5. Then we're going to sum that. Okay, then we got to do some navigating. Oh, too far, never mind. And we're going to count blank. Oops. No, damn it, I'm too low. 23. Oh, that was inefficient. Never mind. Okay, then here we're going to replace the blanks with 3s, I think. and then okay, then we're going to sum this. Hey, what did I? Thank you. Times mod this to 111. All right, well, I went off the path 2 times. Disappointing, but anyway, I made it under 2 minutes. I'm happy with that. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Okay, change of plans. I decided I cannot bear not to have a single run through without any going off the path errors. So I'm going to try it one more time. So we're going to hit start. Not super worried about going very fast this time. I just want to not go off the path. On the other hand, I do like to go fast too. So 0 to 2. And we're going to sum this column and that column. Then we got to zip down here. We add 1 to the first row. We divide the second row by the first row. Sum it all up. Then we take this bit. We go to AR72. Value paste. We go back. Oops. We sum that stuff. Okay, then we do the sequence here. Sequence 6, 5. Okay. If I had counted, I would know when I could go across here, but never mind. Count blank. Okay, then we're going to replace the blanks here with, whoops, with 3s. And then sum. And then we're going to sum the odd values here, which is going to be this. Times mod this to 95 seconds. Oh, but I really thought I hadn't gone off the path that time. Fine, one more time. One more time. And then I'm going to stop, even if I fail. Okay, so we take this, AR72, paste, go back, sum, come here, do the sequence, 6, 5. Okay, I don't think I've gone out of bounds this time. So I'm going to be pretty mad if it says I have. Because I didn't think I had last time either. But anyway. Of this. Nope, just that. Times mod of that by 2. God damn it! Alright, fine. I can't complete it without going off the path. I don't even think I went off the path, but that's the best I can do. See if you can beat me.
When you're playing at the highest level, you can't guess. You need to trust every movement. When you're playing for everything, your gear has to be perfect. The shape, the speed, the precision, all of it has to feel right. Built with pros, made for esports.